We are live today at the Laguna Atascosa National Wildlife Refuge, just out in the eastern part of the valley, right along the coast. This body of water back here is actually the Laguna Atascosa. That's what the refuge is named for. Look back there and you see some birds. Those are some cool birds back there. There's some coots, some widgeons, some pintails. There's even a Eurasian widgeon. Eurasian widgeon, is that right, Paul?
That's right.
Yeah, Paul is here. He's Paul Pratt is a Canadian naturalist, and he's out here looking for birds, and he's found the Eurasian widgeon. He said He said there's one out there. All those birds, there's one, and he found it. Pretty impressive. They're here for the Harlingen Birding Festival going on. So nice view out here, but the numbers are down a little bit because we haven't had any cold weather yet, so the migratory pattern is slowing down just a little bit. Let's talk about the weather across the valley. And you look now, and most of the radar, the stuff's out in the western part of the valley, Starr County, and fading as we speak. There's been activity today. We had showers across a lot of the region, but they were pretty brief, and most of the rainfall total stayed light. We really thought we'd see more than what we've got, but instead it's been mostly quick passing showers. It may rain heavily for a little while, but it just hasn't lasted very long. So we've ended up with relatively light totals across the region. Now we go a little bit wider, and you'll see that the heaviest rain today has missed us by just a little bit. It's over in Mexico, just down to the south of the valley. And there is some heavy rain down there. And again, we thought we might get a little bit more of that, but what we've seen has been pretty isolated across the valley today. So let's look at future track and see what the next couple of days call for. And I think today is as relatively inactive as it was. It's probably going to be the most active of the few this week, because you'll get tomorrow a spotty shower, yes, but we're talking really spotty, nothing widespread. I think things are mainly isolated tomorrow. Going to Saturday, same kind of story. You're looking at isolated activity. Yes, there'll be a couple of showers around, but nothing widespread. There's your front that's falling apart as it comes in, so that really doesn't help much. Doesn't cool it off much either, so we just kind of maintain the status quo now. Temperature-wise, what we have today is what you get. But notice spotty showers are possible Saturday, and I think spotty stuff possible again on Sunday. Not a huge chance, but I think there'll be some stuff around on Sunday as well. So our rain chances the next 3 days, we kind of toy around with 20%. We go 20, then 10, then 30. And I think as we go into next week, the chances may go up just a little bit more into Monday and Tuesday, even on election day. It looks like there's a decent chance for some showers. Temperature-wise across the area, here's where we stand right now. Current temperatures show 88 in McAllen, 86 in Harlingen, 81 at the beach, and we're probably about 82 or 83 degrees out here right now because we're close enough to the coast, surrounded by the water, so that keeps temperatures down at least a little bit. Now, as far as the mugginess, your dew point in the 70s across the area. We're looking at mid-70s, so it's a warm, not only warm day, but a humid day across the region as well. The next 3 days, I think, are a lot like today. Not like yesterday, not in the 90s, but rather mainly in the upper 80s. So we'll go 88, 86, 88 for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So above average. The average now is 83, but well below the records of 100, 92, and 93 degrees. Across the rest of South Texas, here are the temperatures. And you can see the fronts in the state. It is cooling things off across North Texas. 62 in Amarillo, 72 in Dallas, Austin, state capital 73. But you get south of that blue line, and it's a lot warmer. And again, the front will fall apart as it pushes southward over the next 24 to 48 hours. Here's the North American computer model. It shows that front. And notice as it gets closer, it begins to kind of fade away. And once it fades away, the chance of any cooling from this one goes away. But at least, again, the atmosphere has, in general, cooled off a little bit. So at least we're not looking at 90s anymore. We're looking at 80s instead. The spotty showers each of the next few days. Again, longer range models do hint at a chance for showers early next week as well, especially Monday into Tuesday. If you're headed to the beach, here's your coastal forecast. Temperatures at the coast will be mainly in the 80s as well until the front comes in. That's not going to change much. So in the morning, readings right around 80, 82, northeasterly winds. The wind shifts because of the front, but again, it doesn't make much difference temperature-wise. UV index is high, rip current risk is high. The surf temperature right now is still at 82 degrees, almost bathwater even into November. Your tides, there are 2. The seas are 2 to 4 feet with a light chop on the bay. The bay water temperature is at 84 degrees. So tonight, here's what we have for you, 70 with an early shower, then mainly dry after that. Then tomorrow we're back up into the upper 80s. But again, that's a change from where we were because we've been in the 90s most of this week. So at least we've knocked things down just a little bit. Spotty showers possible tomorrow, but I think your football games tomorrow night should all be dry. 86, 86, 88, or 88, 86, 88. Don't forget, it's Saturday night, Sunday morning when you set the clock back. And if you're planning to wait till Tuesday to vote, if you're not going tomorrow, chance of showers and thunderstorms on election day. Temperatures just a little bit cooler, 84 on Tuesday, then 82 on Wednesday and Thursday. I want to thank our friend Paul Pratt here from Canada, looking at the birds today, for giving us some insight into what's back there. A lot of cool birds back there. We'll show you more of them coming up in the next half hour. Live at the Laguna Atascosa National Wildlife Refuge, Tim Smith, Channel 5 News.